Hey everyone, this is MJ. You are at my channel called Reading This Life. Welcome if you are brand new. Welcome back if you are a subscriber. In this video, I am going to do a review of O Caledonia by Elspeth Parker. Before we get started, remember to like this video, comment down below. Have you heard of this book? Did you know about this book? My best friend told me about this book. This is her favorite book. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna be mine too, but we'll see. I have 3 pages left to read, so I'm actually going to speed up this film. I'm going to read it along with you. I think I know how it ends, but I don't know how it ends, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna read the last 3 pages on camera. It's gonna be sped up, and then we're gonna talk about this book. Okay. Okay, so, whoa, I did not expect that ending at all. Okay. Okay, so my best friend told me about this book a long time ago. She'd say, did you read O Caledonia? She'd bring it up. For some reason, I thought it was by Edith Wharton and not Elspeth Parker. I had no idea. I thought this was actually, when she would mention it, I thought it was like a Victorian novel. Like written in the Victorian times, but it's not. This was published in 1991, I believe. No, yes. First published in Great Britain in 1991. And then it's been republished since that time. So just to give you some idea as to people who've read this and love it, like love it with a capital L, like it's insane. So Ali Smith, writer Ali Smith, says the best, least known novel of the 20th century. I probably would agree with her. Maggie O'Farrell said, I once decided to become friends with someone on the sole basis that she named O Caledonia as her favorite book, period. So, okay, let's talk about the book. First, there is an introduction by Maggie O'Farrell, and the introduction is actually dated 2021, so this must be a recent reprint. And in her introduction, it says, we begin with a corpse. So we already know as a reader what is going to happen at the end, so there is no surprise with that. So this book chronicles the life of a 16-year-old girl named Janet. And it starts from birth, when she comes home from the hospital and her father sees her for the first time. And then it progresses as to when she is 16. Janet is precocious. She is dark. She is macabre. She is adorable. She has such a wit about her that I honestly just fell in love with her as a character. Like there's a couple times in this book where I just crack up. So, yeah, so there's a lot of darkness in Janet, and she can't really relate to the world around her because they don't know how to relate to her. She's very much inspired by literature. She's very much inspired by music, by language. She is, she is us. She is anybody that felt like they didn't belong at one time. And I can totally relate to that. Yeah, but this book just works. Let me read you some quotes. First thing, I'm not going to spoil like how it all goes down. We already know it's about Janet. We already know that it begins with the corpse. Put 2 and 2 together. Okay. But then it goes through her 16 years. And this takes place in Scotland. And O Caledonia is a reference to Scotland, the country. The language in this book is, it's very natural world based. It's very descriptive. I feel like I'm there, and it's pretty. It's not just pretty prose. It's poignant, pretty prose. Everything, it seems as if every word was picked for a reason. That makes sense. Okay, so I'm gonna read you some stuff. Because I wrote down some great things in here. Well, not wrote it down, I wrote it down on my phone because I would never write in a book. Okay, I'm gonna read you some quotes in here. She recognized in herself a distaste for people, which was both physical and intellectual, and yet she nurtured a shameful, secret desire for popularity, or at least for acceptance, neither which came her way. The next is about Janet and her Shetland pony, Rosie. Janet sat on the gate and buried her face in Rosie's mane and breathed her warm, tarry smell. Rosie nuzzled her jersey, champing over her last few blades of grass, leaving a trail of green slobber across the Fair Isle pattern. Janet hugged her tightly. Here was comfort, here was communion. A great peace descended on her, bestowed by the still autumn air, the sweet perfume of the pines, dark on the hillside before her. Okay, this is from when they took a trip to the zoo. Lions strolled lethargically on a muddy slope. They were tarnished by winter and dulled with boredom. A black panther glared from its den, so much a part of its enclosing darkness that only the two emerald chips of its eyes were visible. The lions stiffened, moved forward to their fence. Suddenly, they were alert and purposeful. Perhaps it was feeding time. Janet turned to see what they were watching. A group of nuns. A group of nuns were coming along the path, their black habits billowing against the leaden sky. I died when I read that. That was just perfect. Absolutely loved it. So that's just a little snippet of Oh Caledonia by Elspeth Barker. The book is dark. It's Gothic. She lives, I forgot to mention, she and her family live in a castle, you know, so there's that. But it really was an interesting journey. Now, I started this book last week. I just finished it here. And it's only 206 pages. The reason why it took me so long was because of work. I had a massive headache during the week, couldn't even pick up a book. Tried reading it at night, can't do it, falling asleep. So you know how life goes, but finally I got it done, and I'll tell you what, it was really, really good. I really enjoyed this, and I'm giving it 5 stars. So if you have never heard of Elspeth Barker or Oh Caledonia, I recommend this. I'll read the back blurb to you. At the bottom of a great stone staircase, dressed in her mother's black lace evening dress, twisted in murderous death, lies Janet. So end the 16 years of Janet's short life, a life spent in a daughtry Scottish castle where roses will not grow and a jackdaw decides to live in a doll's house. A life peopled by prettier, smoother hair siblings, a nanny with a face like the North Sea, and the peculiar whiskey-swigging cousin Lila. A life where Janet is perpetually misunderstood and must turn from people to animals to books and her own wild and wonderful imagination. It's really good. I recommend it. Go get it. Okay, everyone, so that's it here from me. I hope you are all doing well. I hope you're staying safe. Make sure to take care of yourself so you can take care of others. I will be seeing you shortly in my next video. So until next time, goodbye for now.